This is the chunk of the show where Pat Coyne shares his football acumen
What
with
the
us.
heck is acumen?
He has that?
I thought I got rid of that last year.
Yeah, you can take a pill for that now, I think.
Last week, of course, what an exciting win as the Bills held off the Philadelphia Eagles, Michael Vick and company. And if you missed Pat's prediction last week, here it is again.
You know what I'm going to do is go back old school on you and do the hometown advantage. We're taking the Bills to win home this weekend. And that's the only thing I'm basing my prediction on.
How about that?
I was right.
You were right.
Good.
Amazing, right?
All right. Now, this week, New York Giants, one of the traditional teams in the NFL. I don't know if you'd really call it a rival of the Bills because they don't play them often, but it is an interstate rivalry in that regard. What do you think?
Well, my first question is, before I give you an answer, what is the perception of the Giants in the public's eyes? In other words, are they heroes? Are they the greatest team in the country? Are they? I mean, what's the perception?
Great tradition. Before the NFL, before the Bills were born, when they were in the AFL, or even before the AFL, and this goes way back, the Giants were the only team really you could root for around here, the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. So there are some hardcore, traditional New York Giants fans still in Rochester, and the Giants are coached by Waterloo native Tom Coughlin.
Waterloo native. Okay. Interesting bit of trivia for me to school me.
Well, I tell you can use that when you're watching the game this Sunday. Do you know he's from Waterloo?
I'm going to tell my
football at RIT back when they had football back in the day.
My 7-year-old's going to be going, Pat's Picks, and he's from Waterloo, you know. It's good.
Hey, yeah.
My kid's going to love
Your kid's from Waterloo. Oh, no.
I got to tell my kid that.
All right, well, why do you want to know about the perception of the Giants?
Well, I just kind of wanted to get a vibe for it because I don't know. Since I don't know, I don't keep track of this stuff, right?
Traditional NFL team, back in the day, one of the best teams ever. Been to the Super Bowl a few times. The Bills played them in Super Bowl 25.
Okay, good.
And lost to them.
Now,
Wide right.
Should I also tell you I had made one more observation this season so far? I have not thrown a beer bottle at my TV yet, like I've heard a lot of people do that watch games. I have not done that. I just wanted to let you know I've made that observation.
It's only week 5.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't drink beer out of plastic bottles.
It's week 6, but yeah.
All right, now I'm going to pick. This is going to creep you out. I'm going to pick the Giants to win, not Buffalo. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
That's what I thought you were going to ask. Because I'm going to go with the home team advantage as I did last week. However, I'm not going to run that one forever and ever. I just wanted to play it out this week.
Home team favorite.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to take the Giants because they're playing in home team. They're Jersey there, close to New York.
Now, what about the spread? 3.5 points. Will they win by more than 4 points?
They're going to win with the spread included because that's what I have to bet on.
Right.
So they're going to, including the spread, they're going to win this week.
The New York Giants will beat the Buffalo Bills.
Correct. And that's why I wanted to know about the perception of the Giants.
All right.
In the public's eyes.
Your perception is the one you're going to have to worry about when the Bills do, in fact, beat the Giants.
Yeah, my perception's very cloudy. It's clouded. Hazy. So there's your pick for the week for tomorrow's game, right?
Okay.
And let's see. I think I had some other notes, but I can't remember what they are right now.
The Bills are off a week from Sunday, so I don't know what we'll do for a prediction. They have their bye week.
Okay.
Every team now in the NFL gets 1 week off during the season.
Well, that's nice.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Probably go to Mom's and have dinner, do something fun.
Maybe.
Pick apples.
Pick apples.
Will you watch the game tomorrow? Do you plunk down Atlanta?
Betcha.
Yeah?
You betcha. And I'm rooting for the Bills 100%. I don't know anything about the spreads. I don't care about home team advantage. All I know is this team is like kicking butt hot this year. And you know what? Hasn't been that way in a long time since we talked about this, since the Jim Kelly days. So, you know what? I'm for the winner.
Well, that's why I'm not getting overly anxious and just saying rah, rah, Bills all the way, because I don't want to be disappointed tomorrow's game if they get slapped all over the field.
Oh, they won't get slapped. You know what? They're tougher than you think. Look at who's the quarterback. He's cute. He's got sort of that like little leprechaun beard.
The Amish
he
rifle?
looks like
That's what they call him. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I thought it was a little leprechaun
he's
or
sort
something.
of cute.
Okay.
He reminds me of. Do you remember the group, the Turtles?
Personally,
I'm going to take this away for a minute. The
Floating.
lead singer of the Turtles, his
Floating.
name is Howard. And Howard, we went to see them a couple years ago. They were in Rochester. Let me tell you, 1967, this guy was hot. 2010, this guy looks like always looking for my Lucky Charms. He's got that kind of reddish hair and the little bit cute.
I honestly think
I think
Fitzpatrick would
Ryan's
look better.
adorable.
I think he should clean his act up. He should shave. He'd look a lot better.
Oh, how about some of these players and they have braids down their back?
Well, I wasn't referring to them at this point. We can go there next. I just meant Fitzpatrick looks
You two
better.
are ready for ESPN. I'm telling you, I can hear your show now.
Call me Boomer
should.
Tory.
Yeah, let's-
Did you
Call
know
me
that?
Boomer.
Did you know that Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard?
Yes, I know. He's very bright.
He's the only Harvard grad who's not using his diploma.
yes,
You know,
talk about that
problem.
on the games a lot.
And
too.
doesn't that say something that's sort of like my other favorite person in the whole world, James Franco? This actor who's like so bright.
Yeah.
But Ryan Fitzpatrick
Yale.
from Yale.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Fitzpatrick is such a bright young man. But that gives him an advantage for playing, for thinking out his plays. Am I going to do this? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be a combination of this and that? I think he's genius.
Plus, I think his paychecks are pretty good too.
Yeah.
You know?
Plus, I think it's the right mix of the team. It takes the right mix. It takes synergy, and they are smoking hot this year.
Well, how about George Wilson? I mean, he intercepted
listen to this.
four of Mike Vick's plays last week, right? I mean, isn't
I don't
that
even want to
awesome?
talk about Mike Vick.
All right,
Dennis, let's talk about design. What do you say, man? You two are fantastic.
No, this is actually really
Isn't it
good. I'd like to
something?
get in on this because they're like taking it to a new level.
My son called me from Bozeman, Montana last Sunday. He was watching the game with his girlfriend. They were up in Montana camping.
Ah, fun.
Wow.
Fun.
Yeah, that's what I said. My son's
Yeah.
to me, camping is a motel with no room service.
Right.
That's roughing it for me. And here's my kid camping with his girlfriend up in Bozeman, Montana, watching the Bills game.
Do they make Bose radios there?
No, those are made in Boston, by the way, if you didn't know. Yeah, but he was it was kind of funny, and I don't know why it's funny. He's up in Bozeman, of course he can see the game. There's, they have TVs and bars up there.
Yeah.
But it just seemed funny that he was. Then they went to Yellowstone a couple days later, and it was in the 30s, and he was driving through a blizzard to get to Yellowstone, and their tent collapsed in the middle of the night.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that had to be horrible.
So Monica makes Stevie get out of the tent, and Stevie just has his flip flops and makes him go to the car, and they got to redo the oh my God!
I can't even imagine living through that.
The things you
You
do
know what?
for
They're
love,
young.
huh? The
Yeah.
things
They're
you.
young.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he said, "Well, I'm young. I can take care of this."
I bet you she wasn't calling him any tight end in the middle of that blizzard. We could go back to the football game if you want, Lana.
Boomer.
Call him-
Boomer coin.
He's been dying to get that tight end line in
was
since
gonna
the
lead
beginning of the
Lana to
NFL
something.
season.
Oh, lady, I know all about tight ends. Been there, done that.
So, Dennis, what do you think?
I'm still thinking. Yeah. No, but I appreciate you guys having me in to talk about Home for Life renovations today. It's really it's a joy to be here. I've had a lot of fun.
Good.
It's great to meet you both, and
Great for
Lana. It's always fun to be with Lana. So
Oh, my
Yeah,
God. And
yeah.
thank you for advertising with us.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
very
it's
welcome.
great.
Phone number if you want more information.
The phone number is hopefully fairly easy. It's 444-0300, and that's my office, and you'll be talking to me when you call in. So
444-0300. HomeForLifeNY.com is the website. HomeForLifeNY.com. We have it linked up at PropertySourceRadio.com. As we do, by the way, all of Pat's predictions from the season so far. And I don't even know what your record is. Do you know what your record is? You've had a couple wrong.
I had a couple wrong. What is it? 2 to 3? 2 and 3.
2 to 3.
2 to 3. Who knows? Is that
So
tennis?
he's 2 wins, 3 losses. Jeez, I thought he was doing better than that.
So did I.
He might need to get a new gig.
Maybe.
How about a gig? Let's start there. What do you say? You all right with that, buddy? You okay?
I'm great. Yeah.
And that's going to wrap it up for another Property Source Radio. We're here every Saturday from 9 to 10. Yep, it wasn't that bad. An hour. We'll get you right back to ESPN Radio. College game day is coming up. Plenty of baseball. Sabres action tonight at 7:30 as they host Pittsburgh. Lana, great to see you.
Oh, great to see you. And you know what? Have just a great kind of man weekend.
I can't miss.
I'll think of all
I'll be
those
in the car in
apples
5
and-
minutes heading out. Towards Sodas.
It's a great time. And you too, Pat.
You
I'll,
too?
I'll watch the game and think of you.
I'm not going to Sodas, but I will watch the game.
RJ, thanks for joining us. Alex will be back next week. Property Source Radio, thanks for joining us. ESPN Radio next. See you next week.